1.
This is an instructional video for how to use Google Drawing to make your bar models. So follow closely. I'm going to show you a few simple ways to create a bar in this application. First off, let's read the problem. We have Mrs. Jenkins pick some tomatoes from her garden. She used 5/9 of the tomatoes to make pasta sauce. Then she used 3/4 of the remainder to make a salad. What fraction of the tomatoes did Mrs. Jenkins use to make the salad? So first things first, I know that I've got 5/9 here to make of the tomatoes to make this pasta sauce. So I'm going to start my bar with that. And I see on this icon it says shape, and I'm going to make a rectangle. So here's my first rectangle. And then I don't want it to be filled, so I'm going to take it to transparent. So now there's no fill. So just got a simple rectangle. Now if I click on that rectangle, I can copy it by using Command C, that's copy. Or I can go to edit and click copy here. And then I Command V, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 of them, right? Because my whole has 9 parts. Again, I could go to edit and I could paste as well. But Command V pastes for me. Now I'm going to click on each of these triangles and or rectangles and line them up. It's very simple. I just use the arrow keys. It's actually easier with the arrow keys than with the mouse, because then everything stays perfectly in line. See how it's lining up so nicely just from me using these arrow keys? So once I've constructed my bar, I have to label it. So this bar represents all of the tomato sauce, or all of the tomatoes, right? The 9/9 of the tomatoes. I'm going to label that next. Once I got this set up. See, it's pretty easy to build the bar. So here's the bar is done. I've made it. Now it's just a matter of labeling it to solve the problem. Okay, so first I'm going to put in a text box. So that's that little T icon there. I'm going to put it right above my bar, and I'm going to put in tomatoes. And then I'm going to move this over so it's a little more centered. And then it's too big of a box, so I'll make it a little smaller. Then I need to click out into space, and I'm going to draw a couple little lines from this corner to my tomato box, and from this corner to my tomato box. And then there, I've labeled the whole bar as all of the tomatoes. Now I need to label the pasta sauce. So it says she uses 5/9 of the tomatoes to make pasta sauce. So this is 9/9, so I just want 5 of them. And it's for pasta sauce. So again, I'm going to get a text box. I'm going to put it down here. And I'm just going to put pasta sauce. Like that a little bit so it fits. And then how many of the pieces are the pasta sauce? It's 5, right? Kind of get that on that third piece. And just like I did before, notice I'm putting the text box first, because that actually makes it easier to draw these. If I don't do the text box first, this can be really cumbersome. So I'm just making this as simple as I can. So there's pasta sauce. If this is the pasta sauce, then this is the remaining, right? So I can label this as the remaining. Again, another text box. Put the word remaining. I'll put tomatoes, because they are the remaining tomatoes. And again, I will draw lines just to identify that's the tomatoes. Right? Now, I don't really care about this part for the next question. I only care about the remaining, right? She used 3/4 of the remainder. So this is the remainder. Oh, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. She used 3/4 of the remainder to make a salad. So I just need 3 of these pieces. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to actually click on them and fill them with a color. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And then I'm going to put a text box. I'm going to put it down here so I can type it. And this is for the salad, right? There's 3 of them. So I'm going to copy that, paste it twice. I'm just using Command V. And then I can rotate, using that circle, I can rotate that so that it's in that box. I can rotate it like that in the box. So you see how I'm clicking on that circle right there, and that rotates. See that? And then now those are all labeled as salad. Just for my visual, I'm going to highlight these red for pasta sauce. Just want to make sure that when I look at this, it's really easy for me to see what's happening. One more. That's pasta sauce. Now the question is, what fraction of the tomatoes did Mrs. Jenkins use to make the salad? So what's the fraction for the salad? Well, now I can just count. So there's 1, 2, 3, right? Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, so there's 3 out of 9. Well, isn't that also 1/3? I believe it is. So I put in a new text box and I'll answer the question. Mrs. Jenkins used, oops, I capitalized that, used 1/3 of the tomatoes to make the salad. Oops, I made a typo in tomatoes. I do say tomatoes, but I don't. Make the salad. And that is my answer statement. So this was the question. And that solves the problem. So that's how you can use Google Drawing to make your bar models. Now, if I needed to break this up, say it said she used 5/7 of the remainder. Well, then I would have to split this into 7 pieces. So it would be better to take this bar, make a new bar, and then divide that up to show what I've done. Because it would be difficult to split this up into now 7 chunks. So that way I can easily show that. All right. Good luck.